What's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. The Discord's down below. Patreon's down below. Readings down below. Everything's down below. Go check me out. So with that being said, let's talk about how you can supercharge your spiritual evolution and personal development. Because people be sleeping on the practices of using deities, bro. Everybody, oh, they worship deities and they're so fucking primitive, and nah, bro, nah, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. You see, if you watched my PowerPoint about how to transform your life for good, you know that the first starts with the identity that trickles down. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing is, right? Spiritual people understood this back in the day. Them gurus and them monks and shit and all them niggas understood. Oh, this person identifies with the body and the personality that the body has and the character of the body. You know what I'm saying? They identify with the body. They must identify with the spirit, which is a formless thing, which could be hard to identify with. So they made more concrete, solid things like deities, And then like with the Egyptian tree of life, right? There's deities on the Kemetic tree of life or the Egyptian tree of life, right? And all of these deities are just parts of yourself. And when you identify with and unify all these parts of yourself, you eventually learn how to identify with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, a lot of these Johns just be like, even when you read like Shintoism, right? I noticed that with Shintoism, when it comes to like certain like gods and goddesses, right, and the powers of them, it's like the power before it builds on the next power. Like I talked about the Shinto deities on my Patreon, but I'm gonna go really in depth with them at some point, you know what I'm saying? But it's on my Patreon, the Shinto stuff. But like, for example, first is Izanagi and Izanami, right? And then it's Amaterasu, and then it's the Tsukuyomi, then it's some other dude. And it's like, all the powers kind of like build on each other type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta understand certain deities to understand the principle of that deity, then this, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they're just different parts of yourself, So when you want to transform yourself, right, you can actually use deities. Now, not all deities are like, oh, they all accumulate into one big deity. I mean, technically they actually are all like that. Like most deities are just different forms of the same deity, or they all accumulate into one deity. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Osiris, Aset, Nebuchadnezzar, and Set are just all different aspects of Ra, aka the spirit. But it's not always like that. Like there's just like, for example, like fuck the for example shit. Actually, yeah, I mean, yeah, because like the four Dakins, I think is how you say it in Buddhism. Like the 5 Donkin family Jones, like they're not all just like it's not like one deity goes to like another deity kind of a thing. It's not the same as the whole Ra shit where everybody else was Set and fucking Nebuchadnezzar and da. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you want to be like, oh, I give into my pleasures too much, right? You could fuck with the nigga Indra. Indra literally represents control over the senses. If you can't control your senses, if your senses get the best of you, fuck with Indra. Meditate on Indra, study Indra, practice the practices of Indra. You know what I'm saying? Simply just meditating on Indra, though, will let you feel the energy of Indra and what that part of you feels like. You know what I'm saying? And you start feeling like you can actually control the senses. And you start actually, the more you imagine them and start embodying them, you can start thinking about how they would think about certain things, how they would feel about certain things. You know what I'm saying? If you want to achieve more wealth and love inside your life, fuck with the goddess Lakshmi. Fuck with the goddess Lakshmi. If you want to get in tune with your soul, fuck with Osiris. If you want to understand the wisdom of your soul, because there's a difference. There's just feeling what your soul feels like. Then there's actually tapping into the wisdom that your soul actually has. Fuck with a Set. You want to boost your intuition? Fuck with a Set or Isis, same deity. You know what I'm saying? If you want to understand your ego better, fuck with Set. If you want to transmute your ego, you can fuck with Set and Isis, because on the tree of life, the Isis aspect helps to transmute the Set aspect. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you want to transform yourself easy as shit, just use deities. Because deity yoga is the process of unifying with the deity. And then deity magic is pretty much using the life force or energy of that deity to create certain results. You know what I'm saying? Which you could do when you unify with the deity. You know what I'm saying? So if you unify with Isis or a Say, you could always use the powers of that part of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you fuck with Lakshmi, unify with Lakshmi, you could use the powers of her. You know what I'm saying? Which is attracting wealth and love and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So deity yoga and deity magic, those are like fucking like straight hacks. Like, those are like straight hacks to really just transform yourself. That's why they made that shit, bro. You wanna what? What's another one? What's another one? You wanna understand like cause and effect and stuff like that. Izanagi. You know what I'm saying? Izanagi on some Shinto shit. You know what I'm saying? You wanna attain. Oh, I forgot what this goddess's name is. Actually, I can't pronounce it. It starts with an S though. It's like Suri, some shit. But she deals with being lucid and stuff like that, staying lucid. You know what I'm saying? But like the masculine form of her, in like in a different kind of a religion, is Amaterasu. You know what I'm saying? Amaterasu is the ability to stay aware. It's the ability to maintain enlightenment no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I meant to say Tsukuyomi, my fault. Tsukuyomi is the ability to attain, is the ability to have enlightenment no matter what. Here's why I say that. Because the sun illuminates the moon. You know what I'm saying? And it's like what's happening is that the sun's light is lighting up the darkness of the moon. It's like shining light on darkness. It's like having light within darkness. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even inside darkness, right? You can still hold the light. I noticed that when tapping into that energy, I would like get put in a trance state, but then like also be conscious inside the trance state. You know what I'm saying? So there's all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you want to transform yourself, you got to change the identity and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Even with astral projection, you want to become a person who can astral project, you got to identify as someone who can actually astral project. You got to believe you can actually do this. You got to think like a person who astral projects. You got to feel like them and act like them. You know what I'm saying? You got to act, and sometimes you might not know how the fuck they think, feel, and act. So you got to observe other people you got to observe other people who can actually do it. Ryan Cropper, Darius J. Wright. Those are the two that I really know, like that. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? But observe people who know how to astral project and like, you know what I'm saying, like see how they think, feel, and act. You know what I'm saying? See their beliefs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then see if you can adopt some of them Jones. You know what I'm saying? But with deities, it's pretty easy. They make a deity for these things. You know, if you need to burn up certain karma inside your life, fuck with Agni. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta completely remove your ego, fuck with Kali. She cuts off the head because that's cutting off the ego. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with Kali if you want to overcome some ego shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all different kinds of deities out here. Start researching some shit and see, like, okay, I wanna become this kind of person. I wanna overcome this. What deity can help with X, Y, and Z? Now, of course, study it. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you some game. If it's Egyptian, Indian, or like Buddhist, like, or like if it's any type of like Chinese, Japanese, some stuff like that, all those are straight because those are just like, they're not actual like spirits. Now some joints are just spirits. You can summon a spirit to help you. I don't really do that type of shit. I'm not summoning no demons. Because like here's the difference between a spirit and a deity. Spirits, right, can have their own separate consciousness and free will. You know what I'm saying? And could do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? That is like, like pretty much like a spirit could be like, yeah, I'm gonna help you, but I could choose to fuck you over if I want to also. A deity is different. A deity already has its own set energy and intelligence behind it that you just tap into and absorb inside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not a separate intelligence that also has consciousness and does its own little thing inside its own little world. Like, nah, deities are like just, they're set in their energy and their intelligence. They're just set in that way. You know what I'm saying? So calling upon spirits for change, you can do that, but just be a bit more careful because spirits could do whatever the fuck they want to do, kind of a thing. A deity doesn't really do what they want. They're kind of just set to be a certain kind of a way. So the Shinto shit is cool. Buddhist deities are cool. Taoist deities are cool. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Indian deities are cool. Egyptian deities are cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of those, if you tap into them Jones, you could literally obtain a certain level of transformation. That's what they were literally made for. That's why they were made, for easy transformation. Because your mind has something to focus on and then obtain the qualities of that thing is focusing on. You know what I'm saying? And then you eventually unify with that. It's the whole yoga part. You unify with that deity. That you become that deity. You have that deity's energy and stuff like that in their life. Whereas you could literally do magic with it. You could literally use their energy to create certain results inside your life. You know what I'm saying? So don't sleep on deity magic and deity yoga. On my Patreon, I'm gonna talk more about how to use yoga, how to use magic to transform yourself and eventually your life. You know what I'm saying? So definitely stay tuned for that because that's gonna get way more in depth. But I'm giving y'all cheat codes, bro. I already gave y'all the complete complete crash course, all the keys. You know what I'm saying, to transforming yourself, right? I already gave y'all that in the last video. That shit like 40 minutes long. Now I'm telling y'all, okay, nigga, now that you understand that is the whole identity, beliefs, values, and emotions. I should have put the value shit inside there too. Damn, fuck. It's all good though, because I'm gonna just have to add that inside the how to transform yourself with magic. But on some real shit though, I put the whole identity, beliefs, thoughts, emotions, action. Now that you understand that shit and how that shit works, now you can be like, okay, let me find a fucking deity that I can identify with and obtain the thoughts, emotions, and actions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just give you, like, with these 2 videos, you should be able to transform yourself. You don't even need the magic shit, but the magic shit is going to help speed your shit up a little bit, make your shit a bit more, you know, enticing, and you know what I'm saying, a bit more magical, because it's magic, so it's going to become magical, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but you don't even fully need it. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can't join the Patreon because it's going to cause you some type of, like, setback in your life, don't do it. But if you feel like, hey, I could do this shit, no problem. If I join this shit, it's not gonna really hurt me like that, my nigga, then join that shit, because it's not gonna hurt you, it's gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel drawn, go to that, because it's gonna be some songs. It's gonna be some songs. You know what I'm saying? Whenever that joint's coming, I'm about to say coming soon, but soon's relative. But that joint's coming, you know, it's definitely coming. So yeah, bro. It's been your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. Coaching links are down below. Readings, spiritual readings are down below. Discord's down below. Go join that. Patreon's down below. You know you got to go join that. You know what I'm saying? Cash App down below for donations. Social media down below to connect with me even more. Instagram, TikTok. Come on now. I think that's all the links. I'm going to catch you in my next video. I love you. Peace.